it's over. Who will have a longer lifespan, Tribbie or Cyrene? Okay, this is actually a pretty interesting question. And the answer is honestly very, very simple, right? The answer is honestly very, very simple. The best way to think about this is like, look at what happened to Robin. I think that's really like the best way to go about this, right? Robin was like essentially oh my god, Teep. Shut the actual fuck up. Okay, there we go, right? Okay, as I was saying, between version 2 and version 3, Tribbie is essentially like Robin, and Robin was like the generalist support for like almost pretty much every single DPS. But the thing is, when we go into version 3, Robin was essentially nowhere to be found, right? You kind of just stop using her everywhere. Maybe in a couple of 0 cycles, you might want to use her here and there. And that's, I guess, what is gonna be happening for Teep and Cyrene, because when version 4 rolls around, whatever Teep is general in will not be the same general in version 4 anymore, because version 4 will have their version 4 Teep. You get what I'm saying? So like each version will always have this environment, this flagship, and they will want to cater a general support for that version. And the previous version's general support, it will no longer be the next version's general support. So another example is, for example, Runmei, right? Runmei was like the general support for the entirety of version 1. The moment you went to version 2, aside from super break teams, maybe you use her in a little bit of 0 cycles, or you slow up it into APOC shadows. So I would say that for Tribbie, if you are having like difficulties with like pure fiction, maybe she could still see a little bit of play, because I think Tribbie is still really, really good in pure fiction, especially with the E1 with the DPT. But if you don't, whatever is gonna be the general support in version 4 is just gonna do whatever Tribbie is gonna be doing. Whereas for Cyrene, she's still a very, 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 very strong vertical cost for any of your version 3 teams, where she basically just replace not usually always Tribbie, but like in a lot of cases Sunday. So like for example Vinon, for example Anexa, for example My Day, Cyrene just basically kill Sunday. So I don't think you need to choose between both, but you will definitely need to choose the moment when RMC becomes the next version's MC. Right, because when that happens, you're not going to be running like RMC main DPS anymore, because that's going to change. Unless you decide to just completely forsake version 4 DPS, which is a little bit similar to how in version 2, you just start with HMC and you don't use RMC at all, and you still play Rubric. Like you're essentially just cocking yourself in the ass, right? So that is going to be Mr. HSR's take on these two. Right, see you guys on the clip channel. Bye bye. You have cooled your last cool, my man.